Boy, I wish we had time. I would play around the golf. It's not a bad looking little course. Right on a lake with a campground. And, oh well, maybe we'll pass through here another time and play it. So. And there are the GPS coordinates if you want to check out this campground. Like I said, it's along I-80, so it's a quick hop off and then back on. So it's a good place if you're passing on through to stop. This is the view outside our camper this morning. We are in Nebraska. This is the Oregon Trail golf course and campground, and it's on a lake here. So and there's the golf course over there. Now, we love to play golf. If we had time, we would stay here another night and play around the golf, but we have to get back to Colorado, finish off some obligations, so not this time around. But I will leave the GPS coordinates for this. It was very quiet. There was only a couple people here last night. We pulled in the dark, so it was hard to see, but yeah, so not bad. It's $20 a night with electric and water, no sewer. But if you're traveling down I-80, it may be a worthwhile stop. It's not too far off the interstate. So I-80, I guess that's part of Lincoln Highway. So, alrighty, catch you later. I didn't see this. They also have an area down by the beach with no hookups. We could have used that for campers. $10. I don't know. See what happens when you pull into a place at night. You miss things. Oh well. So $10 down at the beach with no hookups, or $20 a night with electric and water up there. So not bad. It was a good spot though. Okay, so we did return to Colorado. We stayed at KOA in Colorado Springs for a few days, and now we are in National Forest. This is Pike National Forest, and I think we're about 8,000 feet where we're sitting right now. And then, but this is our campsite. We are totally boondocking. So this is what boondocking is all about. You camp out in the forest with no one around, no hookups. We're totally self-contained. Now, the freshwater tank holds 80 gallons of water, and I got 2 gray tanks of 35 gallons each, so that's 70 gallons of gray and 35 gallons of black tank capacity. And then I brought an extra 5 gallons in a jug as well. And then the hot water heater also holds 6 gallons. So all in all, we got 91 gallons of water. So we should be able to hold out for at least a week without any problem. This is also going to be a good test for the solar system. I have 300 watts on the roof I have a PWM controller. I didn't think it was worthwhile going to an MPPT controller. With only 300 watts, you use it on a bigger system. So 300 watts on the roof, and I have a 1,000-watt pure sine wave inverter that we're using. So we'll see how this works, whether the solar system that I've installed can keep up with our demands. So let me flip this around. Okay, so like I said, a really nice campsite. It's really big. We're going to have some family come up here and join us this weekend for a cookout up here. This way all the grandkids and that will get to see us before we leave the area. So we'll boondock up here for a week to 10 days, I'm thinking, and then dump our tanks and head on out eastward to Georgia. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll head out to Georgia. We're going to stop in Missouri. So, and then from Georgia down into Florida and visit some family there too. All right, so bicycles, our e-bikes stay put very nicely on our mount off the back bumper here. Of course, I have a barbecue that runs off of the propane off the trailer on a swing arm. There's a refrigerator out here that runs on just regular AC, and it's running off the inverter right now. So it really doesn't draw much because it only comes on every once in a while. And so today, the sun only just came out a little while ago, but the charge controller, even with the inverter on and the refrigerator running, it's still in float mode. So solar system is not even putting any charge into the batteries right now because the batteries are at their maximum charge. So the refrigerator just kicked on again. I hear it. So don't have much in there, just a little beer. So, and of course we got the refrigerator inside the trailer too, which runs off of the propane. All right, so I like this spot. It's nice and quiet. You do hear gunfire out in the distance. People come out here and target practice with their guns. So nice blue skies, beautiful, nice breeze. It's been windy as all heck. This morning we left Fountain. That's where we were staying, Fountain, KOA. Fountain, Colorado. The wind was just crazy, 40-50 mile an hour gusts. So I was concerned about driving off in it. But when we got up here, it's just an occasional breeze, nothing too strong. Probably the trees in the forest here help block a lot of that wind. So, all right. So there she is, and this is going to be home for, like I said, at least a week to 10 days, depending on how far we can stretch our water and the holding tanks, and see if the solar will keep up with our demands. We will run TV at night for a couple of hours each night. Wow, a bee just flew by, and it's in the 40s right at the moment. It's supposed to go down to 28 degrees tonight, and then tomorrow will be a little warmer, hit up around 60, so that'll be good. All right, well, and it'll take a couple days for me to realize if this solar system is going to keep up. The charge controller can handle one more solar panel to bring it up to 400 watts. I may do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it does. So I know as you go up in the northern states, the panels don't work as efficiently, so you may need a fourth panel anyway, but we'll see. All right, catch you later. Okay, so we had a party on Saturday. We had family come up and visit with us for the day on Saturday, and so needless to say, my plans on not having to dump after a week or so didn't pan out. Maybe I should have told everybody, hey, look, there's woods out there. No, I wouldn't. No, I'm just kidding. So we have 14 people here. So black tank filled up. We still stretched for 5 days. Okay, so I found an RV park through Google, actually, and I called them, and they said we could dump at their facility for $10. So I took the trailer down and dumped all the tanks, and they also were able to fill with fresh water, the freshwater tank. So now we're in good shape. So all the tanks are empty, fresh water is full. So when I came back with the trailer, I moved it in about 10 feet back from where it was before, and the solar is working better. Here's the thing: when you go to set up camp and you rely on solar power to help keep your batteries charged, look at the campsite in general first and where the trees are situated, and then figure where the sun is going to rise and where it's going to set to get maximum exposure to the sun. So by putting it in a different location, only about 10 feet away, made a big difference in the solar output. All right, so I'm still having to supplement because, you know, if you use the microwave and stuff, that's still a lot of current draw. So we still have to augment the solar power with our, and there it is, our generator. It's a Champion 4,000 watt peak, 3,500 watt continuous. You can run the air conditioner on the trailer off of that. So we run the generator maybe an hour or two a day. At the end of the day, actually, when we are using the TV, let it just, you know, top everything off, and then shut it down, shut the inverter off when we go to bed. And this morning, batteries are actually pretty good shape, so better than they have been. And then, like I said, we've been getting some pretty good solar with the vehicle located in just 10 feet from where it was. There were a couple of trees right up here that were blocking some of the panels, not all of them, but it shaded some of the panels, and that reduces output quite a bit. So much better now. So now we'll see how that works and start reintroducing all our power consumption and see how the panels can keep up. Okay, I think that's it for today, and I'll see you later. So here's something else to consider too. When camping in national forests, a lot of them will let you camp for up to 14 days. Some areas may be a little bit less, so you have to check the posting at each national forest that you go to. But they let you camp for 14 days for free, so that saves a lot of money. So if we're staying here 10 days, it's That's quite a bit of money saved. Last month we spent about $800 in RV parks, so a little bit more than what I wanted to spend. But so far for the month of May, I've spent zero money on RV parks. So it's living free. That's the awesome thing about it. So you can live as cheaply as you want or as expensively as you want. It's all up to you. So just relaxing in front of the camper in the national forest, and it's really quiet. You hear the wind come through the trees and all the different birds. Very peaceful. This is what it's all about, being able to relax without a lot of other people around making all sorts of noise and stuff. So it's real early in the season yet, so it's there's not too many people up here. In the summer, this is a very popular area for ATVs. So. And then last night when we were sleeping, it was like totally quiet. It was so quiet, it was deafening.